Hi guys, hope you're doing good. I'm so doing good. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, please hit the subscription button right there and turn on the notification bell. So we go direct to our topic today. Okay, today's topic, I'm excited to talk about it because I have been a victim of the same situation in one way or the other, and I was able to go through these using some of these methods I'm going to give out here. And today basically I talk about soul ties. Okay, soul ties is all about the connection or the intertwining of two souls who have been together, or the connection, the knitting together. You see, like how you take a needle unashona. Sasa hizo soul ties ni kama zile vitu zimefunganisha roho mbili hivi, yeah. And most times the soul ties happen after breakups or after you've been with someone for a long time, and at times breaking up with them or moving on is equally hard. So I'm going direct to soul tie. It is an extreme attachment to someone. A soul tie is different from a soulmate, because with a soulmate you feel comfortable with them, you feel butterflies when you see them or when you think about them. But the soul ties, the spiritual connections that bring your souls together, and at times it is not even intentional, yeah. So with soul ties and having a soulmate is very different. So I'm going to be doing the types of soul ties. In number one, I have physical soul tie. The physical one, this is the most common one, and it is whereby it is formed when you have sexual intercourse with someone, or when you have sex with your partner, and that is the physical soul tie. And that's why Christians, they are like, you should wait until marriage so that you get into sexual intercourse to avoid forming unnecessary ties, yeah. And I know at times it is not possible to wait until marriage, but if you don't want to form unnecessary soul ties, it is good to wait, yeah. Number two is the emotional soul tie. This one basically happens when you have become friends with someone, you're free with them, and you feel like you're safe to share your emotional as in your emotions with them, and you feel it is safe to share with them. It is formed when you have this friend whom you feel so comfortable to share with, whom you feel like you can tell them what you're going on, and at such an instance you form a soul tie. And this one, it happens so well if both of you are ready to come through for each other. Like, I can share this with you, and you can share what you're going through with me, and I can offer you help, you offer me help. This one, the emotional soul tie, is bad when the other person is trying to change you. Like, they want you to do things their way without really considering what you feel, yeah. The other one is spiritual soul tie. This one is this formed between maybe you and the person who brought you to your faith. Like, your pastor, yeah, and such. Then there is the social soul tie. This basically, see, human beings are social creatures, so they are just social with people. The ones that you talk with other people, that one is the social soul tie. And the symptoms of soul ties, like vitu zenye zitaonyesha inside you have a soul tie with this person or with the other one. Yeah, they're signs, they're symptoms that they're evident to maybe people. Maybe you don't realize it. At times you realize it, but there are reasons. And I'm going to list about, I think, 5 of them. And number one symptom to know that you have a soul tie with someone is you can't stop thinking about the person to the level of obsession. Every time you're obsessed with them, you can't stop yourself from thinking about them. You can't control, like, you even dream with them. You even, anytime you just sit, you're just thinking about them. You're having a reflection about them. You're obsessed with that person. Maybe you broke up, or you have had a long time relationship and you want to go on, but you can't do away with them. You're obsessed with them. That's number one. Number two is you feel like you've known the person forever. Like, you feel like uliwajua kitambo. Unafeel no, huyu mtu unafeel like unamjua forever, yeah, their whole life, which is not the case. You feel like you have known the person for a very long time ago, which is not the case. That's a soul tie. Maybe you're trying to break up with them, and I feel no. I've known them for the past 5 years, or for the past what? So you're not ready to let go. You feel like no, sizienda kujuana na mtu mwingine. So you feel like I should stay there. Number 3 is you feel connected with them on a deeper level. Yeah, you don't feel like you're connected to them on a friendly level, like ile tu ya kawaida ya sasa hapo nimeko, like no, it's deep. It's deep, like see the shallow one. You feel like you're deep inside with that person. That's another symptom. Then you can't imagine being without them. You can't bear the thought of the relationship ending. And most of the time, you find that with these soul ties, it is the time you're breaking up, but you don't want to figure it out. Life with the other person that you have a soul tie with. Maybe they have the tie with you, you have the tie with them, sorry, but hawana hiyo tie kwako. Like, it's like you're all alone. Yeah. However, it can resort to forming toxic relationship, because if you can't bear or imagine life without them, imagine hata kama huyo mtu anakuchapa, una feel like I should not go, which should not always be the case, especially kama bado hamjaoana. But this symptom, like you can't imagine life without them, at times inaweza fanya mform relationship mbaya juu itakuwa like no na compromise, no unasema acha tu nikae juu siwezi imagine life without them. Unapata saa zingine wewe ndio unaumia, wewe ndio una compromise, wewe ndio na as in hauko poa, you're not happy. But the thought of imagining life alone without that person, it's a no. That's another sign. When like this one happens, unaona all the red lights. Mtu anakucheat, unaona messages, but unafeel acha nisiende juu siwezi imagine life without them. Hapana, nipo take precaution, because hauwezi kaa hapo, huwezi ignore red lights zote, my dear, yeah? If it's time to go, learn to let go. The other one is you feel trapped with them and can't figure it. Why? Yeah? feel umseme trap, hauko okay, hauko sawa. Yes, umekuwa na hiyo thought ya kuenda, but una feel like trap. It's like a confusion. It's like somewhere, unajua trap ni ile kitu kanifungia hii mikono hivi, niko imekazika hivi. In a trap, I don't know how to come out, right? So ukiwa kwa toxic, not toxic really, but it kind of form a toxic relationship. These soul ties, when at that time when you feel trapped, it is toxic because you don't know how to come out, because you're trapped. Yes, you may be willing, but you're trapped, right? So make you feel trapped. In some cases, the partner can even be abusive without you noticing. Anakupiga, anakutusi, they do all sorts of things, but uko kwa hiyo trap, you're not ready to let go. Yeah, these are some of the symptoms of a soul tie, and I'll share on how to let a soul tie, or how to break a soul tie. Number 1 is meditation. Like, I really had to do this so many times. Like, just sit, think, look back. When yes, I had maybe planned my future with that person, had maybe settled my mind on this person, but life happens. That happened. Like, ni kama kureflect, then ujifungulie mind, uone I need to songa mbele. The other one is be honest with yourself that you're ready to move on and leave the unhealthy soul ties behind you. Yeah, you have to be ready and be honest with yourself. You know what? I've had enough of this. Maybe I have ignored all the red lights, but it is time to move on. It is time to go forward. It is time to think otherwise. Yeah, you have to be honest with yourself. It is not going to be easy, but be honest with yourself. Yeah, then the other one is get the reality and deal with it. First enough, at that time nafaa realize, okay, huyo msee nampenda, yes, it's true, but hatuendi mahali. Maybe ana relationship nyingine, maybe asha move on, maybe hakutaki. Deal with the reality. Hanitaki, and life must continue. Yeah, you deal with the reality. Then the other one is decide you're going to break this connection. Take action, right? You can take action. I remember, maybe you have to, maybe if you had the pictures or the photos, delete them. Maybe if you knew them, you were friends with them on social media, you used to see their posts, their pictures, or whatever they're faring on, you used to see it. You have to do away with that if you're ready to break the soul tie. Come on social media, if it's possible, block them or unfriend them. If it's pics, futa zote, usiache hata moja, sababu the moment you see the picture, it is going to take your mind back. You're going to pity yourself or bring you good or bad memories with that person. So you won't be in a position to break the soul tie. So if it's possible, if you're ready, delete the pictures, block them on social media. If that's not enough, you can seek help, not necessarily from a direct person. Nowadays there is internet. You can Google on how to do this. Like in my case, I think I nearly Google. If it's possible, you can share with someone and get advices. If it's not possible, Google. Yeah. The other one is get rid of things relating to the person you tied to. Like you could be having gifts, written notes, any links that dates you back to when you were with that person. Do away with them. Zawadi zote, sababu ukikaa hivi wane ile kiatu nilibaiwa na fulani, ile dress kai nilibaiwa na fulani siku fulani. My friend, you'll have a hard time. It is good to do away with those items that brings the memories back, and you can give them out. Ama uzitupe kwa trash. It's about you, right? Yeah. The other one is forgive and release. It's the hardest thing to forgive, because you feel like the other person is one who wronged you, and he or she should be the one forgiving you or coming to apologize to you, but maybe they moved on immediately and they even don't remember you. So it is upon you to take the strong step to forgive them and go on and release, like umemforgive, wachilia. Kama ni kushare, kama ni kusahau, do it. Then recite the prayer for breaking soul ties. Okay, this one doesn't mean that there's a subscribed prayer that it is there for breaking soul ties, but you can write your own words, like the ones you want. Like you can say, come on, I believe in God, dear God, please help me do away with this person. May I stop dreaming about them. May I stop thinking about them. May I forget them completely. You can recite this one, like for example, on a daily basis for a certain period of time. And by the time the period is coming to an end, you will realize that you have already let go and haushughuliki na that person no anymore. Then the other one is so this is what I'm going to say. A soul tie is not two-way. Like it is not for the both parties, my friend. You can be strongly connected to someone who is barely there, who is not even there with you. You can be in a soul tie alone. One party can feel the connection. Yeah, it's very possible. The other one, what I would say is, even men go through soul ties. Okay, the difference is, men are used to dealing with things logically. Like they think, okay, this girl, I'll move on. Most men, I didn't say all of them, but most of them, this girl, I'll move on, I'll and it is time to go on with life. But with us ladies, find ourselves going through it emotionally. Like you're like, I don't feel loved. Alinikata nini what there. You find it like you're crying. It's like you're being sympathy. You want sympathy. No one is there to give you the sympathy, and you end up even getting emotionally hurt. Yeah. Okay, observe if you have those symptoms. If you want to go through the breaking down of a soul tie, use the tips that I've given you. And if you have any question, you can comment up over. You can also suggest topics that you want clarified and researched for you and explained better for you. And keep it here, guys. Subscribe. More amazing content is coming up. See you next time.